sharing with you some 13 lang because differently worded but similar naman yung iba. Okay na? So this is number 1. Our exams should, or our assessment, take note, assessment, daily siya, evaluation, no? Principles of high quality assessment. How did we describe assessment? Series of measures, di ba? Okay, sige. So, number 1 is the clarity of learning targets. And when you say learning targets, this refer to our objectives. We have to make sure that our objectives are really clear. Diba? So, I think you already had a short review on this. That objectives could either be cognitive, psychomotor, or affective. But regardless, we need to be clear about it at the very start. Accordingly, objective are description of performance to describe our students to be competent, while objective could probably, or not probably, but be stated as a result of instruction. Okay? So clarity of learning targets. So we have to be sure about it. This is another review, no? This is going to be on the writing of objectives. Okay? Our objectives are to have, usually when we craft objectives, dahil kita bubuot ng tanong. But if we are going to make use of the guide to make our objectives effective, we are guided by these principles that our objective should contain an audience, a behavior, a capacity, condition, and degree. Okay? So everything we do in the class should be actually based as well on this one. And then, this is an example. But you see, kaya mag-see ka ganina, capability or condition. Diba? So, an example could be this. See, given a list of part of the book, so it's indicating what you allow and will not allow your students to use during the session. So that's the C, condition. The student, A, audience. Okay. And then, what is the B, the behavior? You'll be able to accurately explain the function and location. So very clear kung sa iyang dapat i-display. Now, take note, display. Meaning, it should be something that we can see, we can hear. That's the reason why, kanan yung mga objectives din ha, ng mga understand. Ano na itong understand? Ma'am, sir. Tanaw na ba itong, when we look at our syllabi na, to know, to understand, to appreciate. Mga kitaan na nato, dili na nato makitaan because actually, learning should be something that is to be displayed. So it can be seen, it can be heard, to make it overturning lang. And then, what is D? For all parts given. D will describe what is the criteria for acceptable performance. So that's the D. So yan. Review lang, we have to show. Number 1, again, what was the first one? Clarity of learning targets. When we give exam, we should be clear. Which one is it? So if your focus is for them to master the next steps, the procedural, so klaro tayo ng procedural, yun ang imong tirada. Okay? So we know naman that there has to be this alignment with your objective and your assessment. Your assessment, balik-balik your assessment should mirror your objectives. So, crafting our objective is crucial. Agree mo? Agree. Number 2 here, appropriateness of assessment methods or tools. For example, when we give exams, do we give written exams for the basic dance steps? sa PE, sorry. Sa PE, ang imong lesson kay ito, 1. Di ba? 1, 2, ano. Sa mga siya, written exam, ano? What's the best, the tool that you use? Performance man siya. So you will also have to craft a performance. Craft a rubric. Di ba last seminar or workshop we had, I learned a lot from Dr. Okay, nga na niya. Dalalita, no? Pero, di ba? I'm sure expert na kayong mag-ibog mga rubric. Di ba? Okay. What I'm trying to say is, what you want to measure, your tool should match. If you measure procedural knowledge, then the tool that you will use will really mirror the same. If we measure skill, let them perform. Do not let them do. Okay, identification or enumeration. Write down all the steps that you will do when you're going to serve the ball in a volleyball. Saan mo na mo? Diba? Maybe that's an extreme, but then we need to remember that we are to be guided by this as well. So the third principle, fairness. Ayan na, table of specification. The table of specification we are going to do will address hopefully fairness. When we say fairness, we are to make sure in our exams we address the nature of our learners. And at the same time, we address it by the variety of exams we give. And many times we are guilty. Why? Final exam, multiple choice. Maalat na mo din ha? Kaya maayo kayo magbulat-bulat sa essay, sorry. Okay. But then we would say, exam, good ma'am. Okay, we have our own. That's why in our assessment, there should be several, not only just one. Okay, making sense na siya, no? We should be fair. We should address. Another one, guilty yapag tani. Coverage of the exam. Chapters 1 to 5. Ang nigawas sa exam. Chapters 6 to 10. Ibo. No. But that is a violation. We have to be fair. What is it that we have taught them? Those are the things that we'll also measure. Okay? So we're reminded, I hope. Number 4, ethics. Dito na sa research ng ethics. Even in your exam, in doing the exam, there is also ethics. The issue on confidentiality. Okay, I have been a teacher in the elementary grade for 5 years at Corpus Christi. Okay na may 2 kay grade 3 student. Pupil man ako si Dr. Pagara. Grade 3 science. Okay, so then I have another 5 years in the public school. And our way of, remember yun yung mga teachers, di ba? Because teachers need to record the exam immediately. Magtay mo, anak. Okay, let's now record the scores. Morales, they became, ang score kay 5/10. What's up? Louder! 5! Nakabalo na yung mga classmate na na. Di ba? That's unethical. Another, okay, you distribute this one. Ang pinaka-bright mag-distribute. Kinanya tanan, it's like a that's also unethical. Diba? Kaya tam, guilty man yun tabi, pero another one is reliability. Now, these are some of the tests that you will do later. Sir Ron will journey with you how to do this. And maybe a template is already in place, so that would probably be helpful. But reliability in layman's term just means consistency of result. Whether the student has taken the snacks, breakfast, or whatever, when he takes the test, pariha-pariha lang yan ang result. That will tell us that the students give you consistent score, so your test is reliable. There are measures man that we can do. So pila na, ika-6 na ni. Can you still remember number 1? Number 1 is clarity of learning targets. Number 2, Appropriateness of assessment tools. Number 3, fairness. Number 4, ethics. Number 5 is validity. Now, validity could be this. And I think many of you are already doing this. And part of the validity of a tool is the face validity, how it looks. Then at a glance, makita sa bata na matching type, he knows what needs to be done. Multiple choice na option, the child already knows yung face validity, hindi pa na, di ba? The way it's structured. So I will not dwell on those things kay maanta. Okay. Number 7, practicality and efficiency. Or the other material says it's feasibility. Okay? How will this work? Issue sa kahit ano. Kailangan itong ihatag sa mga estudyante. Maka-check na. Hello? Ay, maka-check mo. Di ba? Oh, kung nakita ang mga students, ito like, they are so grabe kita mag-collect, dagat kayo, ako guilty, yun ko anak. Kaya I wanted to make sure, like the proof ed gani, the iba proof ed courses in the School of Education, those who graduate from main course, take some units, today the word exam, they gave me a certificate sa ako. Ila kong ibansagan nga portfolio queen. E nga no, permit ka requirement si ma'am. Pero ilit na kung balikan to. Eh, kabalo na to. Anyway, we can actually just require 1 or 2 nature, pero sulit kayo, dili nga kadataw-taw pass, kadataw-taw pass. Kinsay inyong isilutan, anak. Kita lang yapon. Di ba, atri mo, nakadataw-taw inyong ipapas ng student. Kaya natin na itong style nga, yan na ako kay student ako sa SLMS na nag-file na din ka ng submission on top of your table. Kaya ko pangitaon na yan kay sa student, is Ma'am Morales around? Is budget lang kayo, natambunan siya sa notebook na hindi papas. Di ba? Okay. Let's ask ourselves, if we are going to give this requirement, are we, practical na lang, are we able to return it on time? Do we have time to check it? Is it really possible? Like sometimes, ganing guilty, yun na ka na. Kapit naman finals ba? May busy na mga students sa iba nila mga course ko. Nag-require ito. Require ko, alam-alam. Pero minor yung course. Diba? Okay, class. Next week, submit, blah, blah, blah. Luwi ka ng mga estudyante. Wala na sila mga Zoom meet. Why can't we come up with a way where magsabot ng mga teachers is not a requirement. If you ask them to do a video, sabot matanan, one subject looks, di ba? Pwede man, isa na ka video pero sulit kayo itanan, di ko incorporate everything that they have learned. You just have to look at it. So, klaro kayo, may hindi kayo. Kung na ka dito, wag na, na-checkan na niyo. Hindi ka mag-collect, daghan pa kaayo. Make sense? Practicality and efficiency. Another one, you wanted to really give them the standardized test. Okay, mo rin mo measure ma. Next question, word count. Ha? So, ay na, ito pang ambition. PowerPoint ka, wali kuryente mo. Talking about, no, I really wanted to have my students experience of state-of-the-art na examination. Mag-moving exam ko, mag-moving exam ka, walang ganang table. That's what I always say to the internet teachers, di ba? Okay. Take note, time, cost, and then checking. Be practical. Okay na? If one assessment, one activity can already measure, na-measure na makabalong bata ani, ayun na dugangi. No? Nagkakanon yun ang umam, kaya parang nga mo, nag-feel yun nila nga, dili na di masabastawan akong course. So, hindi siya pwede. And of course, on cost and then checking. Kanina yun. The feedback giving. That is also guilty. we require so many things. We're so busy with a lot of things. Asa isabit sa mga estudyante at kung midterm pa, tuwa dito sa to. Can we return it on time? No. Because we have not considered this. But we should also be practical. Ayun ang to, di ba? And there is a thing we call as death by assessment. Ito, grabe na kayo police exam na namin yung pagbuhapon sa mga estudyante. Hadlok na sila sa school, kaya nilang beauty test. Okay? This one, positive consequence. Meaning, in our exam, does it cause change in them? Are they learning? Okay? When we give the exam, the items should also be such that they'll be encouraged to find out the answer. I would like to believe we experienced in the past. Every time naligamit ito, grabe kita yung inutuon, memorize, gabot din sa exam ka. Ano ba ito? Wala ko natulog. Ang exam ni Ma'am, excuse me, saan ko answer? Diba? So, yun. We have to also make sure our exam is really 1 or 2 items lang, pero grabe good kaayo ang mga pag-processing for them to come up with the exam. That's why we need to know how to craft the exam well. Making sense so far? Okay, what's the first one again? Clarity of learning targets, appropriateness of assessment tools, fairness, ethics, validity, reliability, practicality, then positive consequence. So here, you should engage students so that they'll be motivated to learn. I tried this and it works. I had a chance to teach in the IEP course last semester. So what I did was, class, how do we display your learning about peace education concept? How would you like to display it? Sabot me sa final requirement. And everyone got so excited to be part of it. Nice kayo, kaya sila nag-ingat nga mama, kanini. Then we also give them opportunities to do varied bagay. Ma'am, this is what we do. But still, the same rigor na i-require. Okay? So yan. What's next? Transparency. Okay. In terms of procedure and criteria. The generation, your generation actually, because most of you are young, you wanted to know how are you going to be rated? What criteria are to be considered and how the process? So we should be transparent about that. Gone are the days ng teacher na kabalo sa niya grado, di ba? Now, remember your talk about the rubric making? When do you give the rubrics to your students? Before or after? Before. So that they'll be guided, which area should I maximize so that I can get the perfect score? So it's just transparency. Your teacher, your students should know. And that's the reason why we're encouraging you to use the gradebook. Because the gradebook will actually journey with the students now and tell them how much they really need to exert effort, more effort on. Okay, authenticity. What will be the example here? When we give exam, make sure na it's related to their day-to-day. So make situations related to their experience. That they can also apply this. In many cases, we can also give situations that's related to their future profession. So for the nurses, the situation in the problem solving will be about nursing procedures, iba nga na. Okay, I think we're doing that. For the engineers, yung kay mga design. For the agriculture, similar thing related to what is really to be experienced. Okay. There is this one, this is new, and I wanted to include this because the era now is talking about this, talking about accommodation. We have to address the needs of our students and also abilities. So there has to be different or variation or varied exam. They call it as differentiated exam. Itong mga lahi. So we will not dwell on this kaya kung naghapit na tayo, wala pa tayo na na. Okay ba mo? Next, another will be timeliness. Ayun, ikot na sa kanang feedback. Timeliness of feedback. The midterm exam has not been returned. No feedback was given to the student. Pre-final exam na. Baka na, result. Diba? Take note that feedback will give students idea on what areas to improve. So maghimot tao, kamay lang, pero return immediately so that they can improve immediately. Timeliness. Okay. Continuous improvement. When we say continuous improvement, we were made to think when we're done with the final exam, it's gone. Go na. But for us teachers, it means let's improve it for the next round. Okay? In the context of the student, first, continuous. First, prelim, the results should be supportive of or scaffolds for them to really do the next yung mga assessments, diba? That we do in the class should be support for them to also achieve what they call as culminating outcomes. So continuous improvement. We need to always revisit. Okay? So these are the pila to kabuok 13. Yeah. So ka-memorize mo na tanan. Kabalo na gyud mo ani tanan ko. Master na mo. Okay. Now, in all areas, as I said, in the practice of higher ed, there's always this reliability and quality. Okay, so I think this is the end of the slide for the principles of high quality assessment.